Easy English Podcast. Let's start, guys.
Have you ever been in the middle of a conversation and suddenly your mind just goes blank? Like, you know the words. They're there, somewhere. But it's like your brain is a room full of lights and someone just switched them all off.
Oh, yes, 100%. I once tried to say nice to meet you to someone, and what came out was nice to eat you. The woman looked at me like I was dangerous.
And that feeling, that moment of panic, it happens to every English learner. Every single one. But today, we're going to talk about exactly that. Everyday English conversation. Not the textbook kind. The real kind. The messy, beautiful, human kind.
The kind where you forget words, laugh at yourself, and somehow still connect with another person. Which is honestly the whole point, isn't it?
Welcome to Practice Easy English.
And today, we're going to have a real conversation about conversations.
So, wherever you are right now, maybe you're on the bus with headphones in, maybe you're making tea in your kitchen, maybe you're lying in bed trying to sleep, but secretly listening to us. Wherever you are, welcome. We're really glad you're here. And we mean that. Not in the polite, automatic way, in the real way. Because learning a language, especially English, it takes courage every single day.
It really does. I think people underestimate how vulnerable it feels to speak in a language that isn't yours. You're putting yourself out there, your thoughts, your personality, all of it, through words that sometimes don't come easily.
It's like wearing someone else's coat. It almost fits, but not quite. And you keep pulling at the sleeves.
That's actually a beautiful image.
I have my moments.
But here's the thing. That coat, over time, it starts to feel like yours. The more you wear it, the more it fits. And today, we want to help it fit just a little bit better. So this episode is about everyday English conversations, not fancy English, not business meeting English, just the conversations that happen every single day. With friends, with coworkers, with the person at the coffee shop, with strangers on the street.
The conversations where you actually have to think on your feet, where there's no time to translate in your head.
Exactly. And we're going to walk through that together. Stories, phrases, little moments, all of it.
Okay, so let me ask you something. When did you first feel comfortable having a real conversation in another language?
That's such a good question. I was learning French years ago, and I remember this moment in Paris. I was lost, my phone had died, and I had to ask for directions. And I did it. Badly. My grammar was all over the place, but I did it. And the woman smiled at me and said, "Pas mal," which means not bad. And something shifted in me that day, like a little key turning in a lock.
That's the moment, isn't it? When you realize, oh, language is just people trying to reach each other.
Exactly. And I think a lot of English learners are waiting for some big moment, some perfect conversation where they say everything right. But it's never like that. It's small moments, tiny breakthroughs.
Like being understood when you thought you weren't going to be?
Or making someone laugh in a second language.
Oh, that one is the best feeling.
So today, we want to talk about everyday conversations. What makes them feel natural, what makes them feel hard, and how to get better at them.
And we'll be using real examples, things we've actually said, embarrassing things, wonderful things, confusing things.
Mostly embarrassing things.
from... That is, unfortunately, accurate.
Okay, so let's start with the honest truth. Why does everyday conversation in English feel so difficult, even for people who know a lot of grammar?
Because grammar class doesn't teach you how people actually talk. It's like studying a map of a city, but never actually walking the streets.
Yes, and in real conversation, people use short phrases, contractions, fillers, things like,
Yeah, totally. Oh, for sure. I mean, you know what I mean?
exactly, those little phrases that make conversation feel alive.
And nobody teaches you those. Or if they do, they teach you the formal version, which sounds weird in real life.
Imagine saying, "Yes, I concur," to your friend.
Your friend would think you had a fever.
So, one of the biggest things we can do as English learners is to listen more, not just to textbooks, to podcasts, films, and real conversations.
Let the sound of natural English just wash over you, like rain. You don't have to understand every drop.
That's such a relaxing image.
I know.
But seriously, there's a thing that happens in language learning. You understand something perfectly when you read it, but when someone says it out loud at normal speed, your brain just can't catch it. It's like the words are running and your ears are trying to catch them.
That's called the gap between receptive knowledge and productive fluency.
Which sounds very scientific.
Exactly. But basically, it means you can recognize a word, but you can't use it yet.
Right, like I know what melancholy means, but I've never used it in a real conversation.
Until you say it out loud naturally, it's not fully yours yet. Segment B, the fear of making mistakes. Let's talk about something that holds so many people back, the fear of making mistakes.
Ah, yes, the silent killer of conversations.
Because here's what happens. You want to say something, and then a little voice in your head says, "What if I say it wrong?"
I know that feeling so well. It's like your thoughts are trying to get out of a door, but the door is locked.
And most of the time, nobody really minds your mistakes. People are kinder than we expect.
I once said, "I'm very exciting," instead of "I'm very excited," in a job interview.
Oh no.
The interviewer smiled and said, "Well, I can see that."
And that's the thing. Mistakes don't make you look bad. They make you look human.
There's a great phrase for this. Give it a shot.
I love that phrase.
Give it a shot. Say the thing. Start the conversation. Segment C, small talk.
Okay, I want to talk about small talk because I think it gets a bad reputation.
Oh, people hate small talk.
But it's actually really important. Small talk is like the entrance hall of a house. You don't live there, but you have to go through it.
That's such a lovely way to explain it.
When you meet someone new, you don't start with deep questions. You ease in.
And for English learners, small talk is a huge opportunity because the phrases are predictable. How's your day going? Pretty good, thanks. Can't complain.
Exactly. Once those phrases live in your body, conversation starts to flow.
Imagine you're at work making coffee and someone walks in. You could say, "Morning. Monday already, huh?"
Or, "Good thing the coffee is ready. I really need it today."
Okay, here's another difficult thing. Keeping a conversation going when you don't know what to say next. The dreaded silence. The silence that feels like it lasts forever.
And then you panic and say something random like, "Do you like owls?"
I plead the fifth.
But here's a real tip. Ask follow-up questions.
So if someone says, "I went to the mountains last weekend," don't just say, "Nice."
Say,
Which mountains? Was it cold? Have you been there before? Show interest. Most people love talking when they feel listened to. And remember, you don't need perfect grammar to sound interested. Really? Oh, wow! No way! That's amazing! Tiny phrases. Huge impact. Because conversation isn't really about perfect English. It's about connection.
All right, let's go through some useful phrases from today's episode.
And we'll put them into real situations.
First one, how's it going?
A very natural way to say, how are you?
Simple answers work best. Pretty good, not bad, can't complain.
Next phrase, that makes sense.
You use this when you understand someone's explanation.
For example, oh, the meeting moved to 2 o'clock? That makes sense.
Another useful one? I was just about to say that.
Which means someone said exactly what you were thinking.
Let me think about it.
Very useful when you need more time before answering.
And of course, what do you mean?
Don't pretend to understand. Just ask politely.
And finally, it depends.
One of the most natural phrases in English.
Do you enjoy city life?
It depends. Sometimes I love the energy, but sometimes I miss the quiet.
Okay, it's time for the word tour.
Our favorite part, small talk. Light, casual conversation about everyday topics.
Example, we made small talk while waiting for the meeting to start.
Let's say it slowly together. Small talk. Small talk. Give it a shot.
To try something, even when you're nervous.
Example, I decided to give it a shot and speak English. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. On the same page. When people understand or agree with each other.
We're on the same page about the plan.
On the same page. Think on your feet.
To respond quickly, without preparation.
In conversation, you often have to think on your feet. Think on your feet. Ease in. To enter a situation slowly and gently. Ease in.
With small talk first.
Ease in. Breakthrough. A moment of important progress. I had a breakthrough in understanding fast English. Break through. Breakthrough. Wash over you. To let sounds or feelings flow around you naturally. Let the English wash over you. Wash over you.
It depends. A natural way to say the answer changes depending on the situation.
It depends on the day. It depends. It depends. Before we go, I want to say something sincerely. Learning English is not just about words. It's about courage. It's about trying again and again, even when it's difficult.
Sometimes language learning feels like standing at the bottom of a huge mountain.
But you don't have to see the top to take the next step.
One word, one conversation, one small moment at a time.
And every time you listen, repeat, or practice, you're improving.
We're really proud of you for being here today.
Now, here's our question for you.
What is one thing that makes English conversation difficult for you?
And what is one small thing you're going to try this week?
Write it in the comments. We read every single one.
And if you're listening on YouTube, like the video and share it with a friend who's learning English.
This is Speaker 2.
And this is Speaker 1. And you've been listening to Practice Easy English.